Hello everyone, and welcome back to what I think is the last episode we will ever play on Dishonored. I think this is the last mission of the Brigemore Witches, and after that we will not have any more content other than the challenges, which I don't think would be as cool to do it as a video, so I won't be doing them. I will be doing them by myself, just to get all of the achievements in Steam, but I won't be posting anything or making a video about it. Just a heads up. Anyways, let's see what this last episode has in store for us. Brigemore Manor. Delilah's Masterwork. Delilah and her coven are planning something that threatens everyone across the Empire of the Isles. Infiltrate the ruins of Brigemore Manor and stop Delilah. Favors. Oh, I have so much coins. Turncoat. Your agents have paid off one of the witches, so to meet you with you and provide information. She'll be wearing a red jacket. Just 50. This seemed like poopy. The former butler smuggled goods from the estate and hid them by the shore. One of your agents will unearth the cache for a price. And the hole in the fence. Your operative will drop you a rune. Some mana and open the fence to allow for a more stealth approach to the estate. Yes, of course. Give me all of it. All of it. Since this is the last mission, I'll first stock up on sleeping darts and just get upgrades, I guess. Chokes. Sure. Sure. Let's go. Oh.
I scouted, sir. They've locked the front, and I've seen evidence of snares. Also, maybe it's nothing, but I spotted several statues of the woman Delilah. I don't know what it means, but I thought it was worth mentioning.
It means trouble. Anything else?
They're getting in and out of the house somehow, but I haven't spotted it. Sorry, sir. Best I can do.
Good enough. I'll take it from here.
Oh, I'm not used to the movement of the game. Line. Oh. I'm sorry, brother. Okay. Butler's notes. They are on to me. The urn will have to stay here, Reggie, until we can return by boat and claim it. The Master's key, however, will go with me, and since you're nowhere to be seen, I have little choice but to scale the rocks by a waterfall, make sure my escape cross country. Leave me out to dry on this one and I'll put a bullet in your skull. Okay, so the butler is an ash. Okie dokie.
Nice.
Oh, corrupted charm, is it? Don't mind if I do. Oh, looks good. There's a boat over there, but I can't see it. So, waterfall cache. Can I go over there? Lookout orders. S. Dodd has left Draper's Ward on Lizzie Stride's boat and could arrive within hours. Disable the grave switch. Isabel will lock the manor and wait for further instructions in the backyard. D. It's Delilah. What does this sound?
Nice.
Okay.
strange doings, sir. I killed a hound in the yard, and it got straight back up and went for me. I had to crush its skull, to be sure.
Okay. Why would a whole defense even matter? What the fuck is that sound? What? There's a person over there. Okay. But why? I guess I can go this way, but I want to see the whole wall. What's the point? Oh. There are some ugly ass dogs over there. With doubt on his way, Delilah had disabled the grave switch and put it in the garden shed. S. Okay. I do want to go and check out the hole in the fence. Let me just do that, just because. Is it the hole in the fence? Did that count as being seen?
Let's see who's skulking about. Your bones will be ashes. Nothing after all. Nothing. Another spirit playing mischief. Good. Making good progress. Now.
Can I upgrade my time stop thingy? Yeah, yeah. And pull as well. And wow, let's get some assassin just because. Power, summon assassin. As dot, summon allies to join you in combat. Hold the left mouse button to target a location or an enemy. Release to summon an assassin ally. Your assassin ally will choose the nearest enemy and attack. If you targeted an enemy, the assassin will attack that character first, then move on to other nearby enemies. If the assassin is summoned with nobody nearby to attack, he will stick around for a while before disappearing. Take less damage from falls. No, 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 no. Take a damage minus 1 before your health. Mana does not regenerate. You deal greater damage with your sword. Using your sword is slower. I don't really want any of them. Okay, okay.
There's little chance of that.
I didn't hear your story. Gals. So, where is this stuff I need? Projectile is down. Lever, yes. Something. Drink. Oh, give me water. Okay. Oh, fuck. Let's go to the red jacket witch. First save the game because I don't know if she's good or if she's evil. Evil! Okay. Let's see.
Don't think I'm on your side, because I'm not. If you raise a hand to any of my sisters but Delilah, you'll answer to me.
Understood. What have you got?
When her ritual's done, Emily Caldwin's mind will be gone, and Delilah will look out through her eyes the rest of her life.
And Delilah will rule as Empress.
That's up to you. I've got my money. That's all I need.
Wait, what about a way in?
Use the crypt. There's a lever that opens one of the tombs. The lever is kept in the shed. That's all I can tell you.
Okay, Mrs. Okay, now, where to next? I think our next stop could be the waterfall. is this? It's the dude, right? Right or wrong? Aha! A key! There's... So the masks... No, not the masks, the statues. Okay, so the masks are bad. Wow. I'm just going around the house.
And who might this be?
Fuck, man! Fucking hell, bro. That was close. Okay, but I can just go inside of the manor through here, so what's the big deal?
Down.
The sixth stricture. A work detailing one of the 7 strictures. Restrict the wanton flesh. Truly, there is no quicker means by which a life can be upheaved and sifted than by the depredations of uncontrolled desire. What avail is the concourse of a prostitute, the attention of a loose companion? Nothing. And what of the fruit of such unions? Only sorrow is born, only misery is multiplied. Within these things the outsider dwells.
Down. I grow sick of this assassin. The other sisters speak of him with a tiny shudder of awe in their voices, like stupid screams.
Don't worry, love. The hounds will warn us, or the statues, and then we'll descend on him like a murder of crows, and we'll pick his bones clean.
Sure you will. Page from an old book. Page from an old manuscript, written in scrawling hands. Dreary waters, hissing daughters, crack 3 green shells and steal their pearls. Turn the spigots and drink from the misery of a broken house. Gulp and swallow, follow. 3 wet marbles down the gullet. Do this for me, dearie, and I'll give you a birthday gift. Tiny. In the verdant garden, kneeling quietly, Rosalind and her basket attended the gathering of brown roses. Rosalind bent, caressing one of the roses, and she brought the shears from behind her back. They were hidden, as if might spook the flowers, but it was but a small thing to take a life for her mother. As she brought the shears around, she pulled the stem, readying it for the blades, but the flower did not comply, and rewarded her thrust with a thorn buried in her thumb. A single drop of crimson welled up from the wound. Before Rosalind could bring her thumb to the lips, the hand closed around her wrist. Her mother was standing nearby, witness to all that had transpired. The rose demands its price, my love. Do not deny the flower its toll. Rosalind winced as her mother forced her hand over the flower bed and gently squeezed her thumb. 3 drops splattered onto the dry soil. As her mother walked away, Rosalind blinked away tears and gripped tight her shears. She left the garden with her basket brimming, 3 crimson drops and 1 crimson flower. all that remained of the once proud garden. Understand. The Art of Enchanting Garden. A book on landscaping. Effective garden design must entice the casual observer by drawing them through the garden gates with the promise of the idyllic. Yet once inside, it must continue to captivate the senses, compelling visitors to linger among lush greenery and well-positioned decor. The tranquility of a solitary pool, the perfume of jasmine flowers, the drape of an ancient woody clematis across the estates of Dunwall. All these must serve to soothe and beguile those who adventure into the well-tended garden of our gentry. Whether one chooses manicured symmetry or the illusion of wild growth, certain fundamentals must always apply. Variations of shape and size to excite the vision, cohesive themes to calm the spirit, and complementary scents and colors. 3. As noted in the high-walled gardens of Lord and Lady Mortigan Fluff, its marble sculpture throughout as a means of transporting the visitor to a world of imagination. In keeping with influential visions set forth by the beloved Beauregard sisters, daughters of the late Jonathan and Olivia Suter, who, to those visiting your manor garden with coordinated sound, the soft splash of the fountain, the trickling of a stone-walled stream, and the rustle of Sarconan sheath oaks from high above. Remember, a magical meeting place can be as simple as periwinkle draped bower over a crunching gravel pathway, or a pedestal bench nested under the bogs of a crown willow. Bogs? Bogs. Why do they use such weird words? Okay, so what does Granny want? Swallow the pearls with water from the Brigemore well. What the fuck is the Brigemore? There it is. Rime of the Rose-Watering Hag. Why is this so huge? So far in this almanac we have catalogued many trite and ignorant, if somewhat harmless tales, but we must now turn to that special class of full customs that can only be called wicked and pernicious. The worst of these is perhaps the Rime of the Rosewater Hag. Variants of this accursed poem seem to penetrate even the founding of Dunwall, though its ultimate origins are lost to us. As to its meaning, some consider it a tale of revenge by a mother against her own daughter. Others see it as a supplication meant to solicit the attention of some ancient spirit from the void. In any case, the ritual surrounding the poem is profusely morbid. In many regions, it's used as a primitive means of settling the matter between two parties where one has accused the other of falsehood. It's performed as follows. First, whoever is to be tested must find a fountain of standing water and cover the surface with fallen rose petals. Once there are sufficient petals as to completely obscure the water, you must close your eyes firmly and place both hands within the fountain so that they are submerged beneath the blanket of rose petals. Then you are to recite the following verses. The Rosewater Hag. Petals, petals on the water, tell me, where's your daughter? Has she drowned beneath the mark? Has she vanished in the dark? Petals, petals on the water, tell me, where's your daughter? Has she trysted by the well? Has she secrets left to tell? Petals, petals on the water, tell me, am I your daughter? After this, you must lean into the fountain, lowering your head fully into the water and under the rose petals, face first, with both eyes still squeezed tight. Count to 3 and then open your eyes. At that moment, it is said that the Rosewater Hag will arrive. If you are without fault, you will see nothing, except that you will feel her gentle caress on the back of your neck. But if there is falsehood or wickedness in your heart, you will see a horrible face of the rosewater hag, a creature of indescribable horror. The hag will drown you in the fountain with a cord made of thorny vines. Obviously, while the Abbey takes things very seriously, most societies classify this as a tale of superstitious nonsense. However, it must be noted that every year there are at least half a dozen reports from the countryside of young women found dead and blue-faced, with their necks nicked and scratched as if by a collar of thorns. Well, I'll go in. Oh, I'll go inside.
And I thought the flooded district was run down.
Uh-oh. For Delilah's journal. Now that the painting is finished, I will sit in young Lady Emily's skin and wear her face like a mummer's mask. Havelock and his lick spittles will put the child on the throne, but it is me they will be crowning, Delilah, the kitchen girl from Dunwall Tower. They called me Sokolov's apprentice, but what those painting, but whose paintings reach through the spirit? Mine. They'll never know their blunder, but I will be sure to whisper it in their ears at their executions. My followers will bear the lantern to the gallery in order to open the way to the void. There I will use the painting to complete the ritual. My walk into Emily's flesh must be undisturbed. The ritual has other uses, which I will explore over time. Any image made by my hand could serve as a focal point for the spell. I imagine one of my enemies as a still life, imprisoned in a bowl with a fruit without amusement.
So Delilah wants to use Emily to become Empress.
Ah! God fucking damn it.
I'm glad I found it. Is the painting of the void seen?
Yes. I put the lantern back in Our Lady's studio. It'll be ready when she calls.
But I don't think Delilah will return this way. When she calls us, it will be to Dunwall Tower.
Probably true.
Evie, may I confess something to you? Promise not to tell the others.
Of course. You can always confide in me.
When I was in the studio, I painted the mark on my hand, just to see. It was foolish, I know, but I couldn't help myself.
Never be ashamed of your ambition. It's why she chose you.
Thank you. Your words are always exactly what I need, Evie. If only my birth sisters had been more like you.
Well, if they had, they'd still be alive, wouldn't they?
Okay. The dogs. Oh, she died from that fall, seriously? There we go. Both alive and well. A book. Daughters of Tivia, from a theater play. Young Lady Amelia in the back garden. Duchess. I do not know of the world beyond these garden walls, but do not mistake my lack of experience for fear, or for an absence of desire. If I've avoided you, it is because of the warning your name carries. Duchess Cali, bending a rose to her face, inhaling the scent. And what warning is that, my dear Amelia? Young Lady Amelia, turning her back on the Duchess. I believe you know my meaning. Your father's tales are still the subject of parlor gossip. Duchess Kali, stepping up close. And do those stories excite you? Tell me, girl. I am a friend. Young Lady Amelia hesitating. Duchess Kali, Yes, I confess they do. In my youth, I hid a copy of the tales of Prince Kalisar. I read them late into the night, Duchess Kali speaking in her ear. As did I. Young Lady Amelia leaning back into her embrace. But he was your father? Duchess Kali stroking her neck. They're just stories, Amelia. Fire for the imagination. Young Lady Amelia breathing deeply. Duchess, will you teach me to kiss? Duchess Kali, cooing softly. I will, but have you never kissed another? Abiri, a rose gardener, emerging from the hedges, stammering. My ladies, I swear to you, I did not intend to spy. Forgive me, but I was pruning the hedge and could not find a way to interrupt. Duchess Kali extending a hand. We forgive you, but as punishment, I command you to stay and come closer. Young Lady Amelia shocked, brows furrowed in irritation. But he's a servant, Duchess. Duchess Kali pulling at each of them, drawing them close to her. And serve us he will, young Amelia. Damn!
Dies.
Library? It's a library! What is this? Shadows on Bitter Leaf. From a longer work of fiction. Finding my way by the feeble light of the dying fire, I saw her working. A large needle moved in her hand, following precise, esoteric patterns. Knots and loops of seamstress craft from ancient days. Beneath her needle, his body clenched and shuddered, shaking the wooden table. A morbid fascination pushed me closer until she turned her blank face toward me, resting the needle in his flesh. With a refined tone, she addressed me. So you are the lover, I presume. You too have been unfaithful, and it's now your turn to be mended. And where's the library key?
Please, I'm sick of hearing about it. The portrait of the air is pristine. I wish you could have seen the brilliant colors. The brushwork is magnificent. A vague mesmerizing. Delilah will extinguish the
Ah,
gray
I'm
spirit
stuck.
and inhabit her completely. Own her skin and bones. Make her pretty teeth smile.
What will happen if Emily doesn't become Empress? Half the city thinks she's dead.
Emily Caldwin will take the throne of this night. Delilah is certain. She sees things in the void you and I do not.
Why didn't she just paint the Lord Regent? He's already running the Empire.
She has her reasons. Delilah was raised in Dunwall Tower, don't forget. And besides, the Lord Regent doesn't have a chance. Without the Boyle sisters behind him paying the army, he's a walking corpse.
Okay. Let me just get up here. Painting ritual. The painting of possession target must be positioned above the altar. After preparing the ritual, the performer must lay on the altar. If the ritual has been prepared correctly, the performer will then enter into the body of the subject of the painting. Warning, the subject of the painting must be the possession target. Any other painting may trap the performer of the ritual. Isha. Okay, okay. What's this?
Will you join us for a swim later?
I wish I knew.
And can you stop walking like you fucking idiots? How about that? Lila's orders. I've ordered the lantern to be placed in my studio in the West Wing. Use it to enter the painting only if your situation is dire. I will be busy preparing for the ritual and cannot be disturbed. You trust me, I trust you can handle Dodd should he materialize. Okay. Now then. A second solution, from serious newspaper articles from prominent natural philosophers by Piero Joplin. It is through no fault of my own that the average citizen has expressed a preference for Sokolov's. We read this already in the in the main game. Almost certain. Who the fuck are you? Wish it is ready. Oh. Hi, sister. My sister. Shisto. Okay, save because I don't know who the fuck that person is. And let's go inside. Hello, sir.
Please, no. Don't make me eat anymore. I can't. Brother Marcus, I denounce the Abbey. Wandering gaze, lying tongue, restless hands, roving feet, rabbit.
Golden charm. Overseer's interrogation. I was unable to extract much from this one. He was well trained. Feeding him his former companion elicited mostly useless sounds and mess. I will try again tomorrow unless he becomes violently deranged, in which case I'll have little choice but to put him down.
The seventh stricture.
Overseer's orders. Brother Radcliffe, you are charged with surveillance of Mutcher Haven District and surrounding estates. Travel there immediately and report all findings to the office of the High Overseer. If any signs of organized heresy are uncovered, send for additional support. Do not attempt to handle the situation alone. Remember, the strictures and you will not fail.
7 lied.
What happened to you?
I denounce the oracles. The oracles. They saw. The Caldwell girl is the key. The girl in the painting.
Where's Delilah?
Sisters, over here!
This motherfucker.
No.
From an overseas report on black market occult artifact. Vice Overseer Melius, while traveling in Circonos, which is of course within your purview, I came across a matter that demands your attention. My brothers and I were using the overland route from Culero to Karnaca, escorting 2 of our sisters from the Ornacular Order as you requested months ago. My apologies for the delay. High Overseer Campbell is a busy man, as I'm sure you understand, and sometimes such developments fall to the wayside as his mind is devoted to some immediate concern of higher import in our struggle against the outsider. Halfway to Karnak, our caravan stopped in the lakeside town where we learned that a man had been recently murdered. Initially, this was no cause for our involvement, until we heard about some of the things found in his keeping. Bad wax candles that we suspect were mixed with ox blood, clippings of hair, and a painting that hung over his kitchen table, depicting a small child carrying 2 dried leaves. I need not tell a man of your wisdom that these things were of concern. The other clues confiscated at the site were far more serious. The victim's finally appointed rooms were located on the top floor, looking down over the lake. He was a merchant of some means, and from what we found, it's clear that he was trafficking in heresy, attempting to buy an occult charm constructed of whalebone. What makes this case different is that the man was not attempting to purchase some superstitious sailor from bygone days. Here we have a situation in which a private citizen and a functioning member of society actually commissioned the creation of a new artifact aimed at a specific purpose. Those offering this service, from what we can tell, were attempting to craft a new charm from shards of older whalebone talismans. Vice Overseer, we believe that this new artifact was damaged in some way, creating the rift between buyer and seller, which resulted in murder. From what we've gathered, the item possessed some occult power. It also seemed to come at a cost, however, afflicting the bearer in several unwanted ways as well. Whether the individual or cult responsible for the creation of the corrupted bone charm made it that way deliberately, or whether their capabilities proved somehow inferior, is not something we know at this time. However, this occurrence matches the other stories from across the Isles, as a coddled generation has grown more accepting of heresy, even taking delight in the tales of witchcraft found in lurid adventure stories. This is the result. Now even those with no real connection to the Void are attempting to devise their own disgusting rituals and talismans. Such corrupted bone charms and fractured runes could be even more dangerous than the original artifacts, as impossible as that might seem. As I must now journey to Dunwall to take up my next assignment, I leave any further investigation in your capable hands. However, I have left copies of this letter with several outposts along the way to Karnaca, and I have asked that any loyal to the Abbey come across these words. If they have the time and means, copy them for our brethren and for those over whom they watch. The merchant is dead, but those who crafted the corrupted charm still walk the lands, roving feet. Our worries are not overzealous imaginings, as some would claim, but represent a very real danger. As you will agree, these matters should be of grave concern to any who wish to keep our lands free from curses of the Void. Overseer Angus Duncan, Report Outpost Morgan.
Don't make me eat anymore. I can't.
What happened to you?
I denounce the oracles. The oracles. They saw. The Caldwell girl is the key. The girl in the painting.
Where's Delilah?
Damn, girl! The fuck? Let me clear my vision a bit. The fuck you doing, girl? She's sleepy. Sleepy, sleepy. Look, I'm stroking her hair. She looks ugly though. And why does her body from this angle look normal? But from this angle it's deformed as fuck. So they're both sleepy. Now what if I put it like this? Her body is still weird. Well, they were having, let's say, some fun. Okie dokie. Where to next? Okay, so I just have a lot of stuff I want to collect. Oh no, those are just dog bones. Maybe I will go outside. I think. Ah, no, here is the way. I have an inventory? I do. 8! Oh, that's awesome, brother.
Who was there?
Fuck you! You didn't see shit! Don't come here, lady. Why can't I grab her? Please don't tell me she's gonna die. Suffocating.
And who might this be?
Are you brewing the elixir again this week?
Yes, of course, my love.
Place is big. Delilah's musings. I worked in my studio until late last night and completed the painting of Emily. When Dodd kidnapped her, I was terrified that he might already know what I was planning, but it seems I overestimated him. He turned her over to the conspirators. What a fool. Once Emily assumes the throne, I'll already be looking out of those lovely brown eyes.
Nothing there. Another spirit playing mischief.
No, this was not. Fuck me. That's not what I wanted to do.
Let me see. Fine as a fiddler's paw. No one after all.
Well, it do like that sometimes, you know? It's just a wing. Look. There was a way from there.
One of my dear sisters has wandered away from me.
Fuck. I did not know that. Fuck.
That I cannot be at Delilah's side during the final moments of the ritual. She's alone. What if something goes wrong? Who will help her? Doesn't it worry you?
You underestimate our great lady's resourcefulness. She is not alone. Not entirely.
The statues. Of course.
They're more than statues. She's put her will in them. And in the void, their power is much greater. Do not fret, sweet Tilda. Lady Delilah needs you to be strong and steadfast. This is no time to wilt like a summer daisy.
I won't. Forgive me, sister. You're right.
Okay. Lala's notes. Brunhilde came to me last night while I was in my studio in the West Wing, finishing the ritual painting of young Lady Emily. She informed me that one of our girls allowed herself to get caught and interrogated at Coleridge prison. Nevertheless, it seems doubt is oblivious to my plans. Doubt is not oblivious to your plans, woman. Okay, let me save the game here. And what is this going to do now? Where it opened, I entered. Set the lantern near the painting. I see. Wait, yeah, wait. Because I do want to do Granny's shitty pity. Take that. Thank you. Thank you, Granny. It's very kind of you. There's got the bone shot over
I
here.
never see this place without thinking about it. Very tragic.
Spirit of the Deep. From a longer work of fiction. Spirit of the Deep, Siren of the Dreams. I walked for hours along the coast, leaving Dunwall behind me, until the lament of the waves drowned all other feelings. I wept, knowing you would not come to me, my love. You rule my dreams, where I behold, with senses I do not possess, in waking life, the dark splendor of your home in the deep, where the urchin rests on your back like a sleeping child on its father's shoulders. In these sleepless nights of despair, you appear to me not as the mighty Leviathan, but as the young man, with eyes as black as the void.
He drowned, thinking of his love.
He was a thief. He drowned thinking of what Lord Brigemore would do if he was caught.
I like to imagine he was more devoted than that.
He's still there, rotting in the water. Why don't you go and get him?
Well, there we go. I think it will save when we go inside, so let's go inside. Enter the painting, the void. And we already know it's
You have many talents, Dowd, and they've served you. Delilah's talents are quite different. She creates images, but she does more. She captures spirit. She insinuates her will into her subject, whatever it is. We're witnessing her masterpiece, and perhaps yours as well. I gave you Delilah's name, and you followed it to this moment. You see now what hangs in the balance. Emily's life, Delilah's ambition, an empire in the act of crumbling. In your long life, I've rarely seen you act with such consummate grace. I give my marks sparingly, and I don't play favorites, but I will watch this with unusual attention.
Thank you. So will I. Now, is there anything else here that I can do aside from jumping into the fucking sucking hole? Whee!
The void. Time to see what you've really got, Delilah. Delilah's work. She's been busy.
Carmine beetle shells, zirconian lazurite, viridian vial.
The last
The
part of
tones of your flesh I tempered with Pandician chalk. The same loom that spun the fabric of your dresses made this canvas. I made my brushes from the hairs of your own scalp. You cannot ignore me. My power is too deep. My reach too...
Let me just save quickly so I can
long.
see it play out.
Brush touches paint. Brush touches canvas. Brush touches void. And now I see you, Emily Caldwin. I breathe your breath. I can feel what you do. The bright mornings in the pub. I feel the cold night air of the ruin where you sleep. And the stink of the river. Image strikes the eye. Eye touches the mind. Mind touches the void. I feel your love for Corvo Atama and your lost mother.
What is she doing?
For your caretaker, Callista. I feel your fear in the night. Your hunger to learn. To become...
Okay, let me save and just see what happens if I fall down. Hello, Delilah!
Dowd, have you slain all my sisters? Well, it doesn't matter. I can carry on alone at this point. I must say, I'm surprised you came this far. You're the one who gave me this chance in the first place. I thought I might see the Lord Protector pop up at the last minute, but never you.
I suspect Corvo's busy.
Are you doing this for Emily? Don't bother. You killed her mother in front of her and sold her to a gang of murderous crooks. You think she's fit for the throne? No. The girl Emily Caldwin will have the mind of Delilah the First, who did not inherit everything she got, but came to power through the force of her own genius.
Your genius couldn't keep me from reaching you. It won't save you now.
Oh. Who have your victims been, Dowd? Civil servants? The housekeeping staff? Drunken boys on watch duty and frail old aristocrats? None like me. Your mother should have taught you not to anger a witch. I'll kill you!
Okay. So we just do that.
My hunger too. My fear. You are becoming mine. We are nearly finished. Close your eyes, Emily. Sleep forever. Feel the void open beneath you. Make room for me. Give in to me, Emily. Give in to me now. Paint flows. Blood flows. Life goes. Out with the old, in with the new. You've lived in these bones long enough, sweet young girl. Finished. It is complete. I am... What? What's happening? This is all wrong! What am I becoming? Outsider's blood? Is this some trick? Goad!
Goodbye, Delilah. You were neutralized. And I completed in clean hands! And ghost. Clean hands and ghost. Okay, so I think... What happens now? Just like a cutscene, right? Thoughts, hideout. Everything's connected. Delilah's threat is ended. You've made your choices. Come with me.
No one will ever know exactly what it took to save Emily Caldwin from a living death as Delilah's puppet. No one except the outsider, who watches everything and thinks his own dark thoughts and speaks to few in any generation. I've learned that our choices always matter. To someone. Somewhere. And sooner or later, in ways we can't always fathom, the consequences come back to us. I came from Serkonos to Dunwall as a boy. Made my living as a killer. One of the few who've heard the outsider's voice. I murdered an empress, but saved her daughter, who will one day rule the Empire. Those were my choices. I'm ready for what comes.
Not what comes, I didn't kill you.
I have one more surprise for you. I asked for my life. When I killed your Empress and took her daughter, something broke inside me. Now I want nothing but to leave this city and fade from the memory of those who reside here. I've had enough killing. So my life is in your hands. Make your choice.
You make an eloquent plea for a man with innocent blood on his hands. It's a shame Corvo doesn't know the real story, isn't it? How in these last days you passed through Coldridge Prison like a shadow, dared the tangles of Dunwall's underworld, and walked out unscathed, outwitted one of the greatest witches in a generation, all with consummate care and skill. How you saved Emily Caldwin, daughter of the Empress, first of her name, and no one will ever know. But how does it end for Dowd, the hired killer, the murderer, the savior of the Empire? It's up to Corvo now.
Nice! Oh, I'm glad I did it all in no kills, you know? Because I think this ending is very nice. It's bittersweet, but I found just now I realized that this DLC was such a great addition to the story. I think it was such a nice touch, such a good world building DLC. It's short. I think it's perfect for what the DLC should be, to be honest. It's extra content of what we liked, with continuing, and it's not only just extra content, it's continuing what we did and the whole history of what we did until now. Now the music is getting a bit loud, so I'll just let it play out a bit. As always, you know, I like to leave the credits rolling until the end, just as a sign of respect for the game developers. I think it's always nice to leave the credits rolling until the end. But the music is getting a bit loud, so we'll just wait until it's finished, yeah? Now it stops. Okay. I didn't realize what the painting was that we switched for with Emily's. Back there, I don't know if that's Emily's or if that's another one, but I don't know what happened to Delilah. I mean, I know she got sucked into the wrong painting, but I didn't pay attention of who it was. I'll do it when I'm editing. I'll see and be like, oh, okay, probably. And now the song is already getting loud again. So now... This game is fucking trolling me. I was about to say, so now we'll wait. Anyways, I was saying, I love this DLC. I love the base game, I love the original game, I love all of the things between Emily and Corvo, and if you play... I think both stories are amazing to see. Clean Hands and the High Chaos one. I think they're both amazing to see the end, and how the whole story progresses depending on if you're good or bad. And I loved that this DLC. I don't even remember the old one, the other one. What happened there? Okay, I don't remember what happened in the first DLC. The Knife of Dunwall, right? We just did some things, I guess. Jesus, I really don't remember what we did there. But I know that in the end of the first DLC we got the name Delilah, and that's where this whole story came from. This second DLC. But I loved it. I can't give enough praises. It's an old game, it's an old DLC, and of course to today's standards the graphics are okay. They're not bad per se, but they're also not GTA 5, GTA 6 good, you know? Obviously. But I think that doesn't take anything from the game. The fact that the graphics are like this, I think it just adds to it. I love the vibe of the game and all of the powers you can use. It's just a great game, great storytelling, great mechanics. There were some, I noticed more in the DLC, there were a lot of areas where the hitbox was very weird. For example, in an open room where the floor was a bit broken, I would walk into the floor and not be able to pass. That was a bit weird. But other than that, I think the product was the product. The game was very well polished, and yeah, I don't know. I don't have much to say. It's one of my favorite games ever. The first one is probably top 5 for me, even. Story-driven games, obviously. And I'm really glad I played it for my channel. The music is already loud again. Okay. Also the songs on this game, they move you, you know? Especially after having played everything. At least for me, I don't know. I know a lot of people don't give that much importance to games and to music, but I've always loved the music from this game. Always. It's just so good. I'll just let it play a bit more. Should be coming to an end, I think. Either way, I'll use this time to ask you to write in the comments what game I should play next. I'm not sure what I should play next, if I should just jump into Dishonored 2, or if I should give it a bit time and play something different now. It would be a great help if you could write in the comments what you want to see from the channel. Okay, wait. I'm probably going to put the music down in the credits, just so I can talk, because otherwise this is going to be very annoying. And now I think the credits are finished. Great. Okay, there we go. Anyways, as I was saying, leave a comment below on what you think I should play or what you would like to see me play. Leave a like if you liked the video and if you like the series. I would appreciate a like, and if you could subscribe as well, that would be awesome. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Bye!